Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Weight Loss Encourager. It's been a while since I've been on, I know. So I just want to say thank you for your patience with me. This has been some type of a journey, I tell you. So we're now looking at a timeline where we are 3.5 months away from December 31st. And so I want to, one, say I'm encouraging you for those who are on the journey with me, where we are losing the weight behind the weight. And whatever weight we were as of January 1st, we will not be that weight as of December 31st, 2024. So I'm looking forward to the celebration of that. I'm already on my journey and I'm already seeing results and I'm already witnessing my transformation slowly but surely. My goal, remember, our goal is, I just want to repeat this for everyone. If you're going to join us, and it's still not too late to join us, we want to lose, we do not want to be the same weight that we were as of January 1st, 2024. So our commitment was as of January 1st, 2024 to December 31st, 2024, Lord's will, we were going to go ahead and have a different weight. I don't care if it's just 1 pound, but um, I challenged uh, myself and others. You either can lose 1 pound a month, which means you lose 12 pounds by the end of the year. You can lose 5 pounds a month, which that would equal to 60 pounds. Some people may go more than that and do 10, which means you would have lost 120 pounds. But I say make sure it's healthy, that you do it safely and you do it healthy. If God has been a keeper of you, like He has me, and been covering you even through this 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 lifestyle of obesity, then you pray for more grace and favor for Him to continue to do so as you make a commitment to um, get back to His original design for you. So, what I want to do is, one, say thank you for those who've been following me on my journey, and who are also on their own journey. And I have something that I'm going to be introducing near the end of the year, about being able to celebrate our success and be able to be an encouragement to others as we go through. And I want to say too, as you go through it, it's for you. It's for you. This is between you and God. It's between you and the one who created you. However, there will be external, of course, opportunities for you to be a blessing to other people, or motivation to other people. To me, I'm a motivator, so I motivate other people. But heretofore, I never wanted to use myself as that. But this timing is here now, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm so into understanding my ways, my patterns, the history. God had me go all the way back to when I started this, when I was younger. And I'll give you my little documentary, and some excerpts of my documentary, and some excerpts of some of the things that I know that I realized on this journey, especially over these past 2 years, that has been really accountability on a major front. I mean, major accountability. um, he does chasten those he loves. And so sometimes, just like if you all have children, or, through your spouse, or through friends or whoever, you sometimes, I found that people who have all my life have always been very easy telling me what they want to say about me, and my shortcomings and my shortfalls, or things I need to work on or whatever. I never had that with other people because I felt like you live in it, so you already know. But even though I was on the receiving end of that, I had to learn how to understand that even though they may see some things, and even though I have to look at the patterns and whatnot that related to those things, didn't mean I had to stay there. I had to keep repeating them. So that was one of the main things that I had to learn in my journey, and I'm glad that I did. And I'm hoping I'm being very transparent with you with that, because I want you to know that on this journey, you will get tested. You will get tested on your ability to be able to understand and handle. Do some technical stuff here. Hold on, I'm talking to you. To be able to understand and handle the accountability of how, your behavior when it comes to food, how you respond to food, Whether it's an addiction for you, whether it's a some type of vice that you use, or your go to for emotions or whatever, you have to be accountable for that, and you will as you go through the journey. If you get closer to Him, and you will, and I use um, I make sure I have music. I do meditation, Christian meditation. I make sure I stay in. I pick scriptures out of the Word that relate to where I am, what I'm dealing with for that day, for the journey, for life. And I definitely am a music person. So I have my worship. I have my hymns. The Bible says hymns, psalms, and spiritual songs. So I have my hymns. I have my psalms, and I have my spiritual songs that I go on my phone or basically on my phone, and I can pull up anything that I want to hear that I feel will inspire me. Especially when I'm working out, and then even when I'm meditating, I'm not working out. I just want to have that, and I sing to Him. I mean, I have this relationship that I'm having because I really want Him to honor my efforts. And so also what I'm doing, and just to share with you, I pray, but I don't get on my face and pray a lot. Most of the time I just talk to Him like I'm talking to you all, because I have that kind of relationship. But I do sometimes pray like, okay, this is this is what's happening here, or this is how I feel with this. um, that intimacy is so much closer now. I really feel, because everything I'm doing is just me and Him. I don't have any outside support. I don't have any outside influences. Um, on this particular aspect of my journey, He does not want that. I've had that before, but now He wants it to be where, at the end of the day, when I get where I can say, but God, it was Him, and that He did it through me. That when He says that He has given us the ability to get wealth, He's right, wealth and health. And so I'll be able to say that it was Him, but He had already given me what I needed: the perseverance, the stick to itness, the ability to be able to believe in myself even when it didn't look like it. Like where I am now is not where I was before. As I share with you, you'll see that and I've shared before. I mean, close to 100. I mean, 100 pounds lost from when I was in 2014, and now I'm 100 pounds lighter. However, that, and it's been a process. It has been years, because I've been going up and down. So it's not like I couldn't have done it sooner. I did do. If I had calculated all the times that I did lose weight, I probably have met this twice or three times over, 100 pound loss. But I'm just saying that He is so the intimacy that I'm having on this journey is so different. And I would have welcomed some support, but I think the reason why in this particular time of my life and with this journey He doesn't want that is because He wants me to know that this is between me and Him, because He's the one who created me, and I changed His image, not Him. One thing that I know in watching sports, because I watch sports sometimes, I have a sports podcast. It's called Who to Watch, so you guys can watch that too. But when I'm watching these players and whatnot, and I have men in my family who play sports and or play sports and or who are physically fit or whatever. And I used to go to the gym a lot and all of that, so I've been around a lot of the health piece side from working out. I have trainers. My main trainer, he is still, even though I'm not working with him right now, he will always be my trainer, because he was the first person I knew that really knew how to train obese people and get results. I mean, stay results. So he does everyone. He does obese. He does people that have um, physical challenges, handicaps, or whatever. He's just awesome. But he's like a drill sergeant, so he's really good. But every now and then, I'm looking forward to communicating with him more as I get closer to the next phase of my weight loss goal and journey. But I wanted to bring that out and just say that. So I'm not going to keep you long, because I'm going to have another podcast, because I'm kind of behind on this. But I wanted to say we have 3.5 months left, okay, for the year. So if you have not joined us, then join. If you haven't joined us, then just once a month. I say only weigh once a month, as far as knowing at least what your beginning weight is for that month. And there were some months you go, I only lost maybe 2 pounds. I was like, what is going on? That means I'm going to lose 4 pounds in the year, which my doctor's saying that's a pretty good. But I'm just looking at, I'm like, then I have to go back and look at my behavior and like, okay, what did I do? But wherever you are on your New Year's weight loss resolution, then that's where you are. However, you started at the beginning. If you just started now, then whatever that weight is by the end of December 31st, you will not be that same weight. I don't, like I said, I don't care if it's 1 pound. We are celebrating weight loss success for 2024. Um, I am also whatever that, if that was a, if you had a New Year's resolution for weight and you haven't gotten on, or you haven't, start now. There's 3.5 months left. You can do a lot. You can go and find something of, if you need a program to follow or whatever, just out there. You can at least lose what, 30 pounds, maybe 35 pounds. If you start this week, 35 pounds by the end of the year. If you did 10, well, you could use 20 pounds at least, maybe 35 at the most. If you did 5 for the remaining of the month and then 10 each month going into December, that's a pretty nice amount of weight to lose. Um, if you choose to lose 2 pounds each, 6, and then you lose 5 for another 4 this month, then you would have lost your 10. So we just don't want to be at the same weight that we were when we started, no matter what that weight is. So remember that. Also, this is the year of weight loss success. So as you go through your success with your weight loss, remember at the end of the year, we're going to celebrate our success, our weight loss success. And for some of you, you may want to wait until the end of the year, but not me. I've been I'm sorry. I've been celebrating as I go along. I made, as I started changing sizes, I haven't gone out and bought clothes. I may go change the most meaningful things I want. I may change uh, some things. I may buy this piece over here or something over there. But for the most part, I am waiting for my mid uh, target weight. I will buy a few things for that. So leading up to my main target weight, when I would just have a brand new wardrobe. But I had an uncle, let me just share this, who promised me that if I lost the weight, and unfortunately he's not here, but promised me that if I lost the weight, he was going to give me a brand new wardrobe. So I said recently in my thoughts to him, I said, you offered this to me 10, 12 years ago, 10, 15 years ago. And I said, yeah, but I didn't follow through on it totally. So one of my goals is to be able to meet that. And also my parents, who their whole life were just not well, for majority of the life of where I was obese, was praying and believing that I would come out of that lifestyle. So I'm gonna have some things that I've already said that I want to do in honor of them, for me finally getting there. Also, I want to make sure you're going to plan your victory celebration, whatever that's going to be, in advance. Whatever you plan to do on December 31st, or if it's going to be January 1st, make sure you plan something to celebrate yourself. And also, whatever that victory celebration is, I want you to make sure that you have some type of memoir, whether it's going to be photos, whether you're going to do a photo shoot, whether it's going to be photos, have somebody take photos of you, whether you're going to wear something you can wear before, you have that as your, so that as of these the year 2024, as you celebrate your weight loss success, you have visuals of what that is. And the other thing I wanted to say is, start wherever you start. If you're starting with us for the first time, then you're starting with us for the first time. If you've been on it for a while and you got off, start back on and keep it going. Keep it moving. We're going to go from where we are and go forward. Technically, I feel that I probably should be at least uh, 15 pounds lighter than I am now, even though I've lost from the beginning of the year. But I know some things now that I was doing, or you got to stay consistent and you've got to know what works for you. Now, I'm the type of person, you just can't give me one thing and let me stay on that the whole time. Then after that, I'm eventually, probably by day 5 or 6, I'm gonna be like, I need something. I like a lot of change and variety. So I've had to learn in this new lifestyle of how I'm even choosing my food groups and application, even of how I work doing my weight loss with exercise regimen and whatnot, and even my meditation. I'm changing. I'm because God is a God of change, but He's constant too. So my focus is constant. My direction is constant. My goal is constant. But there are different ways, just like every day we do, and you don't know what the next day is going to set. Well, the same thing with this. So you have just have to modify and learn how to adapt because that's life. That's real life. Also, make sure that we lay aside every weight. Remember, the foundation of this entire weight loss journey and with me as a weight loss encourager, I'm encouraging you. What I got encouraged to is to lay aside every weight that so easily besets us. You can go to the Bible and find that verse. That is a verse in the Bible that says that. And I believe that the reason why that has become, I wanted to make that the key because I know through my own process of my weight gaining journey, um, I'm carrying weight. I'm carrying weight that I ate, literally. That's another. I think I've spoke about it on the last one if you want to look at that. But I remember eating. I ate my emotions. I ate my disappointments. I ate my. Um, I use food to handle some of my processing of life and things like that. And now that's not the same. And uh, educated enough to know better at the end of the day. Yeah, and still active. Was active. I played sports and not like other people play sports, but I played sports for myself um, and so I know that that adrenaline that athletes get when they're challenging themselves and they're pushing themselves. I did that, especially in my sports, and I learned. I remember my my relatives shared with me, you got to be able to challenge yourself and play against yourself and know your weaknesses and your strengths. And so lay aside every weight is to recognize your weight and how much of that is you're carrying. And I've mentioned this before. I'm just going to reiterate this. A lot of us are carrying weight from years. I'm not talking about, I'm talking about decades of things that happened to us that we ate our way through it and we're still eating and using life issues to compensate with food. And I'm finding on this journey as I really deal with that, supernaturally, some of this weight is coming off just not because I'm eating right, not because I'm working out, because I'm choosing to lay that down, forgive whoever I need to forgive, or forgive myself what if I need to forgive myself. Go to God and just cry and say, listen, I'm sorry. I know I did this. I shouldn't have done this, or I didn't mean to do this way. I was wrong. Whatever. Be accountable for my actions, and I have found that even in that honesty and in that sincerity, that through dealing with the weight, I'm saying I've been carrying this, and so now I don't carry that anymore. So some of the weight that I honestly can say that I've lost, a lot of this weight that I've lost, has been me having to go back and deal with some things and then lay that aside and don't pick it up again. It's done. It's done. Sometimes we hold on to things that God's not even looking at. It's like, why are you coming to me with that? That was done at the cross. I already taken care of that. So if you've been carrying it, then you're gonna take it and leave it here, leave it at the cross, leave it, lay it down before me, and then don't come pick it back up again. So that was just a note there. So remember, we lay aside every weight because we're losing the weight behind the weight. And I can tell you as well on this journey, I am literally losing the weight behind the weight. The weight that I've lost is because of life experiences and challenges and how I handle those things. And I've lost that. So now I'm going forward. And let me be honest with you, this is going to be another podcast I'll do that I'm very honest with you, but I'm going to be honest with you right now because some of you may not understand. I don't want to wait. I'm going to do a podcast on this totally, but I want to talk about the transformation. I want to talk about, I'm going to address the aftermath of the process of the weight loss and how you discover uh, some of the scars, some of the uh, things, transformations that's happened to the body as a result of you carrying it for as long as you've done it, as long as I've had, where you carried it so long. And it's showing. It's showing that you carried it that long, and your body is how he created it. So when you change it, you may have some residue there that you'll have to live with to show that, okay, yeah, this is from when I was obese for all these years, and this is what has happened. But that is in itself not really as important. There is a psychological, emotional, and a mental adaptation. I'm gonna be honest with you, to being able to understand. I cried out one day to God. I was like, "Look at what I did to your body. Oh my God, this is not how you created me, but look at what I did over the years." And I really had to go and say, "I'm so sorry that I changed. I modified. I didn't take good care of it this way, or this is not how it is supposed to look." But in all sincerity, it is the truth, and it is there. So I have to deal with it. But He loves us the same, and He doesn't hold that against us. So that's a good. So we're going to lay aside every weight, and also we're going to look towards finishing strong, and whatever that finish strong means for you. Then I don't care if it's 5 pounds. That's finishing strong, because that means you're 5 pounds less than you were at the beginning of the year. And I want you to celebrate the all of you, not just the outside, the physical part, but I want you to celebrate your spirit, all aspect of you, everything about you, because it is laying aside that weight, but also it is the growth, it is the beauty, the blossoming, becoming, of who you are in a whole nother way. For some of you, you may not have been on the journey as long as me, and as far as dealing with food addiction and obesity and that lifestyle, that yours may have come from after having a child, and all of a sudden you just haven't lost the weight. It may have come from something in your life that happens all of a sudden that kind of just caused you to go. But when you've been on the journey as long as I have, it takes its toll. It takes its toll, physically, mentally, spiritually, uh, emotionally, mentally. They all work together. And to really realize how God created this body, and to the point that you can push it beyond its limits, but yet it'll still carry you, even though it may over time be areas that may start to um, fumble a little bit, because it's like, no, this is not how it's supposed to be. But He still loves you. He still cares for you. He still looks to you to be able to look to Him and understand that at the end of the day, He created you, He knows all, and He sees all, and that He's forgiving you, and that He's looking for you to do what only you can do. I remember one time I was saying, well, I sung a song today, "I Need Thee Every Hour," one of the old school songs that one of the old school songs that our ancestors used to sing, and it said, I need thee, oh, I need thee every hour, I need thee," and I changed the words because I'll share that with you. But technically, He needs us to prove that this can be done. And no matter which path you choose, whether it's through diets, whether it's through surgery, whether it's through um, uh, different weight loss plans, or different, you know, coaching, or whatever it is, it's still at the end of the day, He chose you and knew that you could do this. So we say it's hard. It's only hard because we look at it being hard, but when you really appreciate what you have, you want to maintain it. So I hope that, as your weight loss encourager, you are encouraged, and that you understand your worth. You understand how this journey is really going to propel you into, now let me just say this, propel you into so many other aspects of, one, finding out who you are, two, understanding really what your divine assignment is, the purpose by which He called you. I tell you that will happen. Three, being able to see all these gifts and things that you maybe even know you had, or that was really a part of you that was never used to the flourishing, to the development that it will be as you come closer to understanding and getting to your healing. Then other things start coming up about the realization of who you are and what you can do, and the exploration of new things, and creating new. It is amazing. And the other part of that is also being able to commune and your intimacy goes to another degree as well. So I just wanted to come on and say we have 3.5 months left. Enjoy the journey as you go. Join us if you have not. Do your own. Make sure you um, make sure you capture as much as you can on your journey, so you can actually see your life, so you can see your movie, your weight loss movie. Create your own weight loss movie and allow it to be a blessing to other people. So I'm signing off now. I'm your weight loss encourager, and I pray and hope that in all aspects of your journey, you are realizing exactly how important you are, who you are, and discovering so much more about you as you go through your healing journey, and you coming out of if it's an addiction for you, you coming out of the addiction of food addiction, and that's being replaced with what's already in you for creativity, for longevity, for business ventures, for whatever type ventures you want to do, for lifestyle, all of that. Those are all just the promises that are just some of the promises that are manifested. But the most important promise that's manifesting as a result of this is the healing from the inside out. And I'm going to just say this right quick, because the healing from the inside out also includes everything that your body has been going through, that He's kept for you in the midst of it. That body now is getting, when you lay aside the weight and you laying the weight off and the weight is coming off, the body is getting into back the formation and into uh, the sustainability, the ability to um, actually function at the degree by which He chose it to function, by how He created you. I remember I went to the doctor, I think I've said this before, where the doctor had me look at my hand and he said, "No, your body frame, your frame of your body says that you're supposed to hold this." So I went and looked online here, I think a week or two ago, to see, okay, now if I'm this size, this is where I am now, but if I'm this weight and I'm this height, no, this is my height, then what should my weight be for my height? And some of us, we know you could be called what we call big bones. That means in your bone structure, you got a heavier set, probably because you may be heavier because of your bone structure. But he had me look at it, and I looked at the chart, and I was like, "That small?" I was like, "Oh, I'm supposed to be that weight?" Okay, so that is my end goal, to see what I will be at that weight. But I was like, wow, my body been carrying all of this. Really, I've been carrying two people, because I just told you I lost 100 pounds and I have more to lose. So by the time I end my journey of and get to my level of success for complete weight loss, I would have lost two people. And I'm just thankful to God that for all of that time, He's been a keeper, and has under knew that I could heal. I could get to this point because I've done it before in losing weight, but keep it off for now for life. So so I'm looking forward and encouraged, and I'm enjoying my transformation and trying new things and new hairdos, and um, I don't do a lot of makeup, but when I do, just like when I used to sing and sing in clubs and sing out and whatnot and weddings and all that, I used to, go through this beauty regimen to make sure I had this appearance to match, what my singing would be, and it was just interesting. And so now I'm getting back into that, even though I'm not doing those things like that, but I am um, embracing all aspects of me, inside and out. So you be encouraged on your weight loss of the weight loss encourager. You be encouraged on your journey. I challenge you to come on with us and join us, and as we celebrate at the end of the year, about us not being the same weight at the beginning of the year and the end of the year, and also, share with those that you know that may be wanting or want to join us as we go forward. I have some announcements to make closer to the end of the year that's going to be really exciting for you. Maybe a couple before the end of the year, I'll be sharing with you as well. Hopefully, they will be a means by which to help you along the journey as well. So, have a good day, have a good evening, have a good morning wherever you are listening to this, and continue to enjoy the journey. And just know that you are highly favored, you were created, and you are good. And enjoy loving yourself inside and out. Take care. See you soon.